All right, everybody, we're back. Brand new, exciting Mindset and Motivation Monday. My favorite show of the week, no doubt about it, because no matter what the wellness plans we come up with or the protocols or the weight loss plans, body transformation, longevity, high performance health, none of it matters if we don't have the motivation and the ambition and the drive to be able to go out there and accomplish our tasks and actions on a daily basis. And I say it that way because truthfully, everything that we want to accomplish are a bunch of little small tasks we have to do every day. But what we need to do is stay focused. And I shared that on just a previous show on keeping the main thing. That's not having too many goals per month and also not having too many actions per day. But I want to simplify that to an even greater degree and actually share with you exactly what I'm using in my own life and what I use with my teams. So, and I'm going to link them up today as well. I usually don't do that on Monday shows, but I'm going to link it up at stephencabral.com/3643. Just helpful things I use in my own life. So with all of my teams and myself, I say we are using the one goal a month program, and it can be in 3 areas maximum. So what that means is, just like myself in my personal life, I try not to set more than 3 goals per quarter and never more than 3 per month. That's it. So that's my rule of 3. Okay, so that's great. You can choose your 3. Maybe it's this. I'm just going to give you an example. You want to lose 10 pounds? Maybe you want to lose 15 pounds for the quarter and 10 pounds for your first month because you're going to lose the most amount of weight your first month. Okay. The second one is you want to go out with your spouse 2 nights per month. Date night, this 2 of you go out. That's your goal number 2. And then your goal 3 might be to start your health coaching certification. Again, I'm just using things that I know in my life, right? Okay. So now out of those, we have to plan those 3, right? So literally we have to plan those. How are we going to lose the weight? How are we going to make those 2 nights a week or 2 nights per month? And then how are we going to do the health coaching certification? Now, that can lead to overwhelm, but you're going to plan it for the quarter. That's literally what you're going to do. However, what I want you to do is really make that even simpler, right? Literally even simpler. Your 2 nights a week, you don't need to worry about too much. That can be done chatting with your spouse in an hour when the kids go to bed or whatever it might be. You can literally say, okay, here are the 2 nights that we want to go out. Let's contact the babysitter right now, see if they're available for those 2 nights, put it on our calendar. That's done. Now you're going to show up. You're going to have a nice night out. Great. Okay. That doesn't need daily action. That's why I'm trying to share with people, don't keep the bandwidth going I have this big goal. No, literally 1 hour, figure out what are the 2 best nights, text or however you get in contact with the babysitter. That's done. Okay. Health coaching certification. I'm telling you right now, anything that's longer term, a 12-week, 6-month certification, you're just going to find 30 minutes a day. Literally, that is locked into your calendar every day during your lunch break from 12 to 12:30, whatever it might be, you're going to make it happen. If after 3 or 4 weeks you find that something always comes up during lunch, I totally get it. So then you're going to say, what is the only time that's uninterrupted? Oh, 30 minutes before everybody else gets up. Oh, that's your 30 minutes. That's it. You're just literally going to wake up 30 minutes earlier if it's important to you. And all you're going to do is shuffle over, maybe brush your teeth first, get a glass of water, whatever you'd like to do, and then turn on your computer. And you're just going to watch for 30 minutes, take your notes. It's done. You're going to be so excited that that's done. So that's just going to be scheduled 6 to 6:30 every morning. That's what it is. That's going to move you so far ahead in life. But now we've got a little bit more of a complicated one. If the goal is weight loss, well, we need to do something every day for that weight loss thing. So again, your goals might be different, but here's what I want you to do. And this is what I've really gone back to, an analog-based system. So I'm going to show you, I'll kind of cover it up a little bit because these are all my private ones, but right here. So if you're watching this on video, again, we appreciate you. We're on a new YouTube channel, which is just Cabral Concept Podcast, but you can always find them at stephencabral.com/podcast. Okay. So on this, it literally is a piece of paper. It's a nice cardboard thing. It sits in a little folder or a little holder on my desk, and it only gives you this week, and it gives you only 3 tasks per day. So now what you're going to do is every single morning, or I try to do it for the week, but then look at it every single morning. These are your 3 things that you have to get done. Meaning you don't go to bed at night until you get these 3 things done. I know that might seem harsh, but if your goals have real meaning to you, maybe not even just for you, for your family, right? Extended family, they have to get done. They have to get done. So it gives you space for 6, but it doesn't number them, which I love. So it only numbers 1, 2, and 3, and then it just gives you 3 more lines below. So you can write more if you want, but I find though that it's an issue because when you have too many things, you just kind of put it all off. If you only have 3 and those 3 are written down and you know that they need to be checked before you go to bed, you're going to make them happen. Hopefully you're earlier in the day, because if not, you're going to find yourself at 8 o'clock at night having to do this when you'd rather be doing something else. So, for example, if this individual is trying to lose weight, you're going to write down the 3 things that you're going to do. Okay, so what is it going to be? And you'll write those 3 things down. But let's move into other areas of life. Let's say that your goal is to get a new job. Okay, on your 3 for the day, you're going to what? You're going to want to send out 1 email per day, maybe to someone you know, saying that you're looking for this and this type job, you're open to this particular work. Okay, that's 1 contact per day. Again, this is not my forte, but I'm just giving you other examples of other ways of life. You're going to check maybe LinkedIn jobs. Okay, so you're checking LinkedIn jobs for 30 minutes and you apply for, let's say, at least 5 jobs that meet your specific requirements and interest. Maybe it has to be a virtual job. It's in this particular sector. It's at this type of pay, whatever it might be. Okay, so that's another one. And your third one, you'll come up with that as well when you're looking for a job. It might be joining a networking group and contacting at least one of those individuals from the networking group each day. Let's say there's 50 individuals. You're not attending meetings every day, but you're reaching out to 1 new person. Those are your 3 things if you're looking for a job. Again, I'm just giving you an example here. But what that allows you to do, it could be going on Facebook forums, it could be going all sorts of different places. But you're saying that this job hunt, this career switch means a lot to me. And I'm keeping my mind focused on it. I'm trying to tackle these things earlier in the day. But if the day gets in the way with your regular work, with your family, with your exercise, etc., well, you still need to do those things. And so unfortunately, at 8 o'clock at night, you're sitting down for an hour and making all of those things happen. And if you have to do that enough, your brain will start to rewire itself and say, I'm going to get these done earlier in the day. And when you accomplish them, the feeling you get from that is satisfaction. You're proud of yourself. You start to build more confidence, and you're going to see yourself accelerating towards your goals at a much faster rate. Much faster than if you were to wait till the end of the day at night. And the reason I say that is that your brain knows that you're serious. It knows that it's not procrastinating and that you're in it to win it. You are literally on top of it, and you've made these daily 3 things a part of your routine. Now, those 3 things might be the same 3 things literally for a month. So why write them down? You have to write them down every single day to reinforce in your brain that you mean business, that this is what you need to do. So literally, if it's, I need to go for a walk at 6:30 a.m. for 30 minutes, I need to pack my lunch for work, so I eat a healthy lunch, I need to do a 30-minute weight training at 4 p.m., like whatever it might be. Okay, like you need to get those things down. Again, if you have to write down the same thing every day, you do that, and you continue to check it off every day. Those are your daily 3. I call it the daily 3. They must be done. Now, for me, I have different ones based on the day. I have different things that need to get done. So I simply write those things down. Sometimes I don't always know what they're going to be until the day before. Sometimes they're already pre-planned for the week. You can do it however you'd like, but for the most part, it is these small, daily, repetitive actions that enable us to get to the outcome that we want. So hopefully today's show was helpful. Let me know what your daily 3 are. If you are going to commit to this, I would love to hear that. And I'm telling you right now, this analog methodology is very, very helpful. I'm going to link up the exact card stock I have. It's just an Amazon product. On the back, there's lots of room for notes and a weekly tracker. So I'll link that up today at stephencabral.com/3643. Have an amazing start to your week. And of course, if the show was helpful, do feel free to share it with anyone you believe it could serve. Take care.